we have 32,000 or so kilometers of national roads. And our commitment to the public and to under the President Aquino's administration is to have the 32,000 kilometers paved by 2016. And this includes all the bridges on these 32,000 kilometers that are still permanent, that are still temporary and dilapidated, which we have to complete and convert to permanent bridges also by 2016. I'll run you through our strategic policies and programs. And first and foremost is to make sure that we continue to institutionalize good governance and anti-corruption programs. Simply said, we want to finance and fund the right projects at the right cost and right quality. Now, the second policy is to improve and have better quality and safer national roads and bridges. And as I mentioned, we need to pave and make permanent these bridges by 2016. The third is effective flood control program as we continue to complete our master plan for the 18 major rivers of the country that covers over 45 or so provinces. We are going to start implementing master plan just as we have started to implement the master plan for Metro Manila. And the master plan will be based on a river basin approach, meaning we will cut across political boundaries as we implement flood control programs.
And the new program that we launched is the resiliency program, meaning we are upgrading the structural design of our roads and bridges, school buildings, public hospitals, and other public facilities. Results of the program since 2011 shows that we continue to improve in the quality of our national roads based on the World Economic Forum Global Competitiveness Report. So from 2.8 in 2010, we have moved to 3.6, and we continue and hope to be able to be in the range of 4.5 to 5 by 2016. Now let me just show you the DPWH investments and performance in terms of disbursements since 2011. Here it shows that in 2013, our total allotment from the budget was 218. Our obligations, meaning out of the total allocation under the General Appropriations Act, how much have we actually contracted out? We contracted out 197 billion and we actually disbursed 166. As you can see from the legend, the ratio of allotment over obligations significantly improved from 70% only in 2011. We moved up to 79 in 2012, and in 2013, we're up to 91%, meaning we're able to obligate the total allotment given to DPWH by 91%. 91% of our total allotments are obligated by the year end. The next chart shows you the infrastructure investments based on GAA given to DPWH. So from 19 billion in 2011, this has gone up to 190 billion in 2014. That's more than 100% growth from the 2011 levels. And the percentages there show the increase annually. 10% in 2012, 45% in 2013, and 33% in 2014. With the commitment of the Aquino administration to increase infrastructure investment to 5% of GDP, by 2015 we expect the infrastructure budget of DPWH to be in the vicinity of about 280 to 300 billion and possibly closer to 400 by 2016. The next chart just shows you the breakdown of where this budget in 2014 will go. 67% will go to highways. Flood control starts ramping up to 17%. And the convergence program of about 17 billion will account for the third biggest component. The next chart shows you our distribution in terms of regional investments. What is significant here, ladies and gentlemen, is our continued increase and a big share going to Mindanao. We continue to allocate 25% of our annual budget to Mindanao. Mindanao gets 38 billion in 2014. The next chart will show you that in Mindanao alone, the 37 billion in 2014 accounts or totals since 2011 99 billion in Mindanao. Mindanao by 2014 would have received 99 billion, and that's the equivalent of our initial budget in 2010. So the budget of DPWH in 2010 is now the same level that Mindanao has received cumulatively since 2011. And a significant amount of that goes to ARMM. 8.78 billion has gone to ARMM, and we expect this amount to continue to grow as we complete the Bangsamoro Framework Plan. As I mentioned, we will continue to grow our investment in flood control. In 2014, we have 33.6 billion, and this will principally go to Metro Manila, Cebu, Mindanao, as a result of the completion of master plan in our major rivers. In closing, our continuing investment in infrastructure will result to more jobs and sustained growth. We are committed to institutionalizing good governance and anti-corruption reform programs, and this will include reducing the opportunities for collusion among contractors. That's a main focus of our anti-corruption program this time, or during this period. We continue to run after erring contractors who are using unregistered subcontractors who are getting involved in collusion among local contractors. We will not stop until we're able to put in place sufficient reforms to avoid corruption in the department. The second is that we will continue to improve the quality and safety of our national roads, and we are committing to complete the national roads paved by 2016. Our convergence program has resulted to better roads to our major tourist destinations. The master plan of the Department of Tourism calls for about 2,000 kilometers of roads leading to tourism destinations. So that's a total investment of 53 billion by 2016. Regional and international airports, seaports, and rural ports will continue to receive focus from the department so that our airports are more accessible to tourists. We are putting together the farm-to-market road network so that food centers, processing centers become connected to our national road network. Finally, we have the climate change adaptation measures, which is the flood control master plan implementation, as well as a structural resiliency program that I mentioned earlier. I will not discuss the water system or the water investments because I strongly feel that that should be left to a public-private partnership program. We don't want the government to be dictating in the water sector. We want the private sector to get more heavily involved in the distribution particularly and the sanitation aspect of water systems. Thank you very much.